Hi everybody, it's me Mark from Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. And today I'm doing the Tuesday book review. And today's book is for Jason from Archivist Adrift. He has a great channel. He does conservation of books. And he has a lot of information. So go over and watch some of his videos. The book we're doing today is Archie Meets the Ramones. This came out in 2016, I believe. Let me double check. But I'm almost sure it's 2016. I need my little cheater. Yep, 2016. When it came out, it was $5.99. This is cover F. There's lots of different covers, but they show you the covers in the back. So you got those covers and those covers. It's a really fun story. Even if you're just vaguely familiar with the Ramones, you'd still enjoy the story. It's a good story, even if you don't know. But if you do know the Ramones, there's lots of little Easter eggs in here. The book starts out, the Archies are playing at their local high school Battle of the Bands, and they bomb. They bomb so bad that the band breaks up. So they all go their separate ways, and Archie's all bummed about the band. And Sabrina comes to visit, and she gives him some words of encouragement, and she gives him a record, and it's a Ramones record. And when he gets the record, he's transported. Betty, Veronica, Jughead, and Reggie, they're all transported, even though they're in different places. And they go back in time to New York City, 1976, and they're in front of Max's Kansas City, which is a cool venue. And they meet the Ramones, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're the Ramones!" And they're like, "How do you even know us? We're a brand new band." And are you from Brooklyn? And they're like, "No, but we're punk rock, so we know who you are." And I think it was Joey Ramone looks at him and goes, "You don't look punk rock." And Jughead goes, "What's more punk rock than not looking punk rock?" And they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense." And the Ramones are having a battle of the bands. And one of the bands canceled, so they're looking for a fill-in band. And Archie's like, "Yeah, we're a band, we can play." Everyone's looking at him like, "What? No, we broke up." But he gets in there with everybody, and they're like, "Why are we going to do this battle of the bands? We suck. We're no good." And he's like, "Because Sabrina used her magic to get us here. And if you look at the prize is a signed Ramones record, and that's the record she used to get us all back here. So if we don't win the record, we're never getting home, and we're going to be stuck in the 70s." Which I don't think is too terrible, but apparently they did. Let me look at my notes real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, a funny thing is, so they get in and they start to play, and they're up on stage, and right before they start playing, Archie's like, "Hey, we're the Starchies," because they can't say they're the Archies because I don't know why, time loop, quantum physics or something. And there's a guy in the audience, and he's heckling. He's like, "Just shut up and play already." And he's like, "Mr. Weatherby, is that you?" Who's the principal at the high school. But here he is. He's got a leather jacket, and he's got long hair, and he's got the round hippie glasses. He's like, "How do you know me?" He's like, I don't know you." And then, so they start to play, and they bomb terribly. People are throwing food at them. They're so bad. And so after the show, the Ramones like, "Wow, you guys are really, really bad." And they're like, "Well, what can we do? We need to win this record. Can we come back and try again?" And they're like, "I don't think so." And they're like, "Come on, we'll do anything. What can we do? We want to really win this record." So he gives them a list of things to do. He says, "You go and do this list of stuff, and you come back, and we'll let you play." and you'll be a punk rock band if you do all these things. And they're like, cool, okay, we'll go do it. So they have to go and find treasure at the pet cemetery. And I guess the treasure there was they found like the dog collars on like the little headstones for their pets. And then the groundskeeper shows up and he chases them off, and they run off with the dog collars, and they go, that's the treasure. And then they have to go to a rock and roll high school, so they go to Vince Lombardi High School to go to the gym class. And then what was the other one? Then they got to hitch a ride to Rockaway Beach. And what was the last one? Rockaway Beach. And they had to eat kosher salami. And Jughead was able to eat the kosher salami at the beach. And the girls, they finally get to the beach, and the girls are like, the beach! They rip off like their leather jacket and their jeans, and they're in bikinis. Because they're at the beach. And they're out there sunning and everything. And Reggie goes to put suntan lotion on him. And Archie comes over, he's like, we don't have time for this. And he squeezes the suntan lotion, which causes the lotion to squirt all over everybody, and gets in their hair and everything. Now everyone's hair is all like spiky and punk rocky. And so they get back to town, and they're like, we got to find the Ramones. Where are the Ramones? And they see a kid wearing a Ramones t-shirt. He said, you know where they're playing? He's like, yeah, I know where they're playing. Come with me. So they follow the kid, and they're like, they're playing down here? And he's like, yeah, they're playing in the basement. And Jughead's like, I don't want to go to the basement. Another little Easter egg. So anyways, they get down there, and they tell the Ramones, we did all these things now. Can we play we're a punk rock band now because we did all these things. And the Ramones are like, no, you guys still suck. We just thought it was funny that you would do all those things. And one's like, you stole, because they're wearing the pet collars around their necks, the little tags. And he's like, you stole pet collars from the pet cemetery? You guys are wrong. And then he's like, they won't let us up on stage to play. And he's like, who needs permission to get up on stage and play? Just get up there and play. It's punk rock. So they get up there and they play, and everyone loves them for some reason. They do really gigs. They just let themselves be themselves with no pressure. So they win. But the contest, the guy that has the trophy says, but since you aren't officially registered, you don't get to win. And everyone just like vetoed that. So they end up winning, and they get the record. And the record, again, transports them back into 2016, modern day, for this book. And he finds Sabrina again. He goes, like, Sabrina, this record is crazy. He's like, you want this back? I don't want it anymore. And she's like, no, I stream it live, she says, or something like that. And she's like, why don't you give it to your dad or something? He probably likes records. And he ends up giving it to his dad. And then, since they did so well back in 1976, they played at the school Battle of the Bands again. And this time they won. There was a small appearance in there by Josie and the Pussycats also. They don't say anything or do anything, but they're kind of like in the background. And then you have just like splash pages. The Ramones, can you see it? Okay. The Ramones with the Archies, and they're having fun. So it was a fun little book. Not too serious, but again, for me, I don't think comic books should ever be too serious or dwell on the positives or the negatives of current themes and song. I just like to lose myself in the comics, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that's the review for the book. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Please share. I'd like to get more people interested in the Archies and see where the channel can go and bringing people in and making it more fun for everybody. But that's it for now. Next Thursday, I will be doing my What's New. I just got a notification on my computer that I should have some mail here tomorrow, and hopefully it gets here on time. Then I'll use that for the What's New Thursday. And tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll head up to the comic book store. Hopefully it won't be as freezing as it is today. I think they said it was getting up to like 70 today. So I'll still need to put on my jacket and everything, because for Florida, 70 is cold. Otherwise, I'll let everyone go. I don't like the videos to be too long. So thanks again for watching. And remember, enjoy your comics. Bye-bye.